Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Direct YT here, Nick, back with another brand new video, guys. And today I wanted to tell the story about how I won the lottery. Before we get into today's video, guys, I do just want to preface this. I actually thought that I was playing a game the whole time. I was playing a game, however, I forgot to hit the record button on my PC, so that means that you're going to hear audio like you hear right now, which is coming directly from my camera throughout the entire video. So if the audio is not perfect, I apologize. So in the background, we're just going to go ahead and play some build battle while I tell you about how I came to winning the lottery. Like, it's still weird to think that that actually happened. Now, when I mean win the lottery, I mean like an amount of money in the lottery that you can't just go to the store and claim. And now, before we even talk about any of this whole lottery stuff, I want to kind of preference it with, like, I don't know what the age of a lot of you guys are. I'm assuming it's on the younger side of things. But if you ever get to the point where you do get to play the lottery in your lifetime, just play responsibly. Like, if you're gonna play the lottery, just go into it with the thinking like you're not gonna make any money. That's how I play the lottery. I play with it like I'm pretty much putting in money that I'm literally gonna lose. So if you go in with that mentality, if you win money, it's cool. If you don't, it shouldn't be a big deal. Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say, is don't go into the lottery thinking you're gonna become a multi-millionaire, because odds are you're never gonna see even any more than $1,000. Like, you're never going to get very much money out of the lottery, so don't go into it thinking that you will. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. But that being said, I myself do play the lottery from time to time. It's not something that I do on a regular basis, but it is something that I do partake in because I do find it fun to, you know, have that chance. I mean, no one, like, the lottery wouldn't exist if no one won, so there's still that chance you could win. So it's just that idea is that you possibly could win that kind of drives me to play the lottery from time to time. Granted, I don't buy a lottery ticket every day, and when I do, I never really spend more than $5 on any given ticket, just because I'm in no place to lose a bunch of money, so I don't put in a bunch of money. So I think it kind of varies on dependent on your situation. That's just my current situation. Not a baller, can't lose a lot of money. So that's just kind of where I'm at. But I do, again, like I said, from time to time, play the lottery, and, you know, I would say that I've never really won a lot of money, to be honest with you, in the lottery. I think prior to this new time that I won the lottery, I think the max I've ever won was probably in the realm of $40. That was probably the max. I think I've actually made a video talking about winning the lottery before and how, like, people could become millionaires, but, like, I think literally the time that I won the lottery before, I think the max I've ever won was about $1,000. No, not $1,000. About $40. Whoa, jumping ahead a little bit. I only won about $40. And so typically when I play the lottery, I only play scratch-off tickets. And if you don't know what a scratch-off ticket is, it's essentially just like basically a ticket with numbers on it that you will scratch, and if your numbers match other numbers, then you will win. Like, that's pretty much the whole basis of it. And so those are typically the ones I will play. Like, occasionally I'll play some, like, actual lottery tickets, like the ones where they have a big jackpots, like the Mega Millions and the Powerball. Occasionally I'll play that from time to time, just because I think it's something that's kind of fun too, because obviously the idea of winning millions and millions of dollars is a lot cooler than winning, you know, $40 to $50. Like, it's just a lot more fun, and I sometimes give myself that chance to potentially win that. And I think on a lottery ticket, like an actual physical, like, Powerball, Mega Millions ticket, the most I've ever won is probably under $30. Again, not a lot of money, but it's fun to win that $30, because when you see that you actually won, it's kind of fun, and it's kind of like, wow, I actually just won money. Whether that be more or less money than you spent on the actual ticket, it is still fun from time to time to actually play the lottery and win. Now, in this case, the ticket, or the kind of ticket that I won on, was a scratch-off ticket. It was not a normal lottery ticket, it was just a scratch-off ticket. So what I did to do it is, well, I was at the grocery store, and as you guys may or may not know, I just moved into a brand new apartment, so I have to go grocery shopping now. I have to be an adult. And being an adult, that means, you know, you gotta go buy yourself some food so that way you don't, well, die. So I was at the grocery store and I happened to have about $5 extra in my pocket, just kind of had it there, and I was like, you know what would be fun? Why don't I go ahead and buy a lottery ticket? So that's exactly what I went ahead and did, and I bought a lottery ticket. Didn't really think much about it, and I honestly didn't scratch it right away. I kind of just threw it in my pocket, went to checkout, and that's all I really did. Is I didn't immediately go to my car and scratch the ticket. I put it in my pocket, didn't even think about it. To be honest with you, I actually kind of forgot about the ticket. So I make my way back to my house, and I'm, you know, putting away my groceries. This castle looks like crap because I can't really build and talk about a story at the same time, but basically, I was back home putting away my groceries, and I finally get done. I'm like, hey, I have that lottery ticket that I forgot to do anything with. So what I went ahead and did is, well, I pulled it out and I was like, I'm going to start scratching it. And typically, I would say whenever I buy a scratch-off ticket, I probably lose, I would say 50% of the time. And if I do win, it's never really more than the amount of money the ticket. Like, I could buy a $5 ticket, and then I would win $5, if you get what I'm saying. Typically, never make money on a scratch-off ticket. It's more just the fun of, like, the chance of winning, and if I win the same amount, I'm like, cool, that's awesome. Well, in this specific ticket, and I can put a picture up on the screen real quick of the actual ticket, there is games within the ticket. So it's not just one winning numbers and then other numbers. There's multiple different games within it. So I think there was 4 or 5 games on this actual ticket. So you play game 1, and then that's different from game 2, game 3, and game 4. So in game 1, right off the bat, I won $100. And at this point, I'm pretty freaking excited, to be honest with you. I've never won any more than like $40 to $50 on a ticket. So to win $100, I thought that was super, super cool. Like I was saying is I won $100 in game number 1. Not something that I was really expecting at all. So I instantly FaceTimed my girlfriend just because she does play the lottery too from time to time. And I thought she would think it'd be kind of cool. She may be like, oh, you're so lucky. She may say something along those lines. I just thought it'd be funny to show her. Remind you, there's still 4 other games or 3 other games that I have to play. So I still have more to scratch. So I was already excited because I won $100. I didn't even think, it didn't even come to my mind that there could be more amount of money that I could win throughout the rest of this game. So I give her a call up. I really wish I had reported it, but I didn't, unfortunately. So I called her up and I basically showed her that I won $100, and she was like, that's not fair. You're so lucky, you know, stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and scratch the rest of it. And I left her on FaceTime while I was scratching it. And in the next game, didn't win anything. I was like, whatever, I already won $100. That doesn't matter to me. Come game 3, I won another $100. It was actually a $50, but it was like a special $50 where it doubled. So I won another $100. So now I'm up to $200. And she's now like, what? You won $200? I'm like, I'm just sitting there laughing is what I really do. I wasn't really freaking out more than I was just laughing because I thought it was hilarious that I just won $200 on the scratch-off ticket. Well, if you know anything about scratch-off tickets, typically they don't really win in like weird amounts like that. It's typically like either $100, $50, $500, $1,000. It's typically within like those things. It's never really $200, $300 like on scratch-off tickets. So I had a feeling there was probably more amounts left because I believe there was 4 games. So I hadn't scratched the 4th game yet. So I still had to do that. And so I started to scratch the 4th game off. And the first couple of numbers didn't match. And then we come to like the 4th or the 5th number. Boom. We got another amount. I didn't scratch the amount. I wanted to wait to figure out because I wanted to scratch the rest of it. Because if you know, the winning numbers are underneath the actual, like the amount you won is underneath the winning numbers. So I did not want to scratch the amount that I won. I wanted to scratch the rest of it just in case I won again. So I scratched the rest of it. What do you know? I have another number that matches the winning numbers. So now I have 2 extra wins on game number 4, the last game. Now, keep in mind, I already won $200. I'm already ecstatic. I'm kind of in awe. Like, I just am just laughing. I think it's so funny that I won $200. Like, it's just hilarious to me on a $5 ticket. So I already made, technically speaking, $195 off of this lottery ticket. So I go ahead, scratch the other two amounts, or I scratch the first amount first. Can you guess what it is? Another $100. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I just won $300. What? I won $300, so now I'm positive $295. Like, I literally can't stop laughing. Like, my girlfriend can attest to this. I am just laughing so hard. I think it's so funny. Well, remember, I have one more amount left. So I scratch it super slowly, still on FaceTime with her, and in my, like, I could not believe this. The last amount was not $100. It was instead $700. Like, are you kidding me? So now if you add up all the amounts that I won, it amounts to $1,000. And I'm going to put a picture up on the screen just so you guys know that I'm not playing with you. Like, I actually won $1,000. I've already claimed the money, so if you guys try to, like, I don't know, steal the ticket, you can't, because I guess it's already claimed, so you can't claim it a second time. But yeah, I won $1,000 in the lottery. So you're probably wondering, well, Nick, what are you going to do with your $1,000 that you won? Well, honestly, I just moved into a new apartment, spent, I would say, a couple $1,000s on furnishing and just getting the apartment set up and stuff like that. So really all I'm going to do with that $1,000 is put it right back into my savings account, because I'm basically replenishing all the money that I just spent with this new apartment, which I do want to do a tour of at some point. Not right now, but I do eventually want to do that. So unfortunately, not doing anything super cool with the $1,000, but I think I'm taking the financially responsible approach and just putting it into my savings account. So if you guys did enjoy today's video about how I won $1,000, like, I'm not trying to flex on you guys or brag on you. I just know that if I were a viewer, I would find that story very interesting, just because I find lottery stories really cool. I mean, they made a freaking show about the lottery changed my life. It didn't change my life, but you know what I mean. I just think it's cool to hear about people that won the lottery. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, definitely show your support down below. And while you're down there, guys, might as well hit that subscribe button. But as always, guys, I love you all. See you guys next time. Peace out.